if you feel like there isn't like a root source of you, is it because there hasn't been time taken to find out if there is, and to listen to that? So that's a little bit of a sidebar to helping me with, since I do that, and since I have such a strong knowing, hearing that's coming out, I am wanting to match it with my support, my strength, my backing it up, me rooting for me being on my team, me cheering for what I know, me believing in what I know. Because we talked about this yesterday, is that I discovered that really my weakness has been me believing in myself. Even though I never knew that until it was tested by the cartwheel exercise, which I was just so proud of myself. I was so happy with that video. And I was really glad that we did that yesterday. And by we, I mean me and God. I always feel like there's this collective thing going on, even though it's me and I'm here. What was I saying? So I have this knowing about myself. I have a strong knowing, but I have picked up along the past of the way that I'm wanting to leave so that I can believe in myself, believe in my knowing. Because before, I was not believing in what I knew to be true. I was not believing in what I knew was me. I was not believing in all the differences that I was told that I was. The things I wanted were different. How I behaved was different. How I acted was different. My nature was different. How I talked was different. How I was seeing things was different. And lots of people, which I just honor and really modeling to emulate for myself, the power to charge ahead, who have just, despite any of that, stuck to believing in themselves. And I feel like that's the strongest thing I need right now to get through everything, is to stop comparing. If there's more outward influence on what we take in for ourselves, then there is inward attention on what is true for us, ourselves, then we're losing, because we're not playing us. We're not playing up to us, because comparisons have this idea that then there's got to be this baseline similarity of standard. And I honestly, what I want is for the standard to be that we are as unique as it's intellectually said. That yes, everyone's different. Yes, everyone's unique. What works for one doesn't work for another. But like, to get it viscerally in us so that we can live free of worry if we're doing things incorrectly or wrong, or in like a failing way, just because it's not what anyone else is doing. And comparing is comparing things that have no say and no merit on the importance of our biggest gift is our uniqueness. And feeling that we're not unique, well, how much do you look to your uniqueness as wrong? It's a whole different mind shift, and it takes, again, an attention to increase the self relationship than the external relationship with common standard of expectation for how to be. So I feel like it's because of my day of rest that the sentences are not totally flowing. And I think it's just such an imperative thing for me to stop comparing, to stop caring, stop comparing and stop caring about others' external opinions of what's acceptable, what's appropriate, what's expected, what's deemed right, for me to determine how I'm going to translate myself, how I'm going to be, how I'm going to run my life. What balance means to me is, what balance is for everyone is completely unique to them, and that should be okay. That I'm on a rest day because I didn't have my Sunday. And I know that comparisons can just kill. They just seize the whole thing. They seize the whole journey, the whole self journey, the whole game. It just takes you out of the game. And then it takes you into playing this thing that's costing you a high price and will cause so much stress if we're looking to see, like, check with ourselves more than check with others. You know what's right for you. Just do what's right for you. And if you don't feel like you know what's right for you, take the time, instead of scrolling, start going in. Just like, can you sit with yourself, you know? And not sit with you and your phone, not sit with you and the audience of everyone else. Finding ourselves and then having confidence to be ourselves and believe in ourselves. Certainty lives without comparison. Let's take that. That's my cue out. So I feel like I could have offered more to this video on a different day, but this is what it is for today, and I think it can be a parallel to show that this is how much I am showing up for this right now without judgment. That it is, I hope that if you need rest, that you can honor yourself. I hope that whatever you need, you can honor it, and honor you. And I can go back and rest because it feels so good. Work-life balance, it's up to you. What works for you is the best. Trust yourself. Trust your subconscious. Trust your unconscious mind. It already knows. You already know. Just ask what's getting in the way of you knowing. You got it.